right, playing Grixis control. And for DeCandio, drawing a card here off Rogue Refiner. Got to talk with DeCandio between rounds, and as he showed his deck list, I had to ask, Goblin Dark Dwellers, that's actually still standard legal, was my first comment.
Yeah, Oath of the Gatewatch and Battle for Zendikar feel like they've been standard legal for the better part of my adult life.
See a play here also. Nimble Obstructionist by DeCandio on end step. Against a Grixis control player looks to be light on lands. DeCandio looking to tie this one up by winning the second game.
Yeah, and a thing in the ice that's just been hanging out with 4 counters.
Well, it's going to lose 1 counter. Disallow on the Chandra.
DeCandio fights back with negate.
Yeah.
Now he's very far ahead.
Yeah, kills thing in the ice. And Jungje, though, has Hour of Devastation. Okay, that stabilizes. Jungje's at 6.
And now DeCandio needs something.
Yeah, a big win on that sweeper.
The old 4-for-1. No big deal.
That's the card that got people talking about these blue-red control decks. Tireless Tracker, no land from DeCandio. It does look like he has World Breaker in hand, so that will be good when he gets 1 more land.
But currently, DeCandio, no colorless source if that World Breaker is solved.
As he traversed the Ulfin Vault from Brennan. Does it resolve? Creature, Planeswalker, Instant, Sorceries. It's got Delirium.
This is an interesting decision point here for DeCandio.
Yeah,
a land is pretty good for him.
Yeah, he's going to get Sanctum of Ugin. That makes sense. It's the best land he can get.
And if you just find some kind of creature, that can be countered.
Yeah, land gets him a clue off Tireless Tracker. Choi, no removal spell actually for that tracker. So when DeCandio goes to crack the clue, then Choi uses Harness Lightning. I'm a little interested. I guess he didn't expect Brennan to get a land off the traverse. And then he said, oh, okay.
He certainly doesn't know that DeCandio's hand is just World Breaker.
2 more lands for DeCandio, so.
That's real unfortunate to peel those ones after traversing for a land.
Here is World Breaker. However, though, he does get to cast World Breaker, sacrificing Sanctum. So, in the end, the Sanctum is going to get him the land. Or it won't. Summary Dismissal from Choi will take care of everything. It exiles the World Breaker.
That's a really good turn of events. Starting with that Hour of Devastation, everything's been going Choi's way here.
Looks like an Abrade in Brennan's hand. He's going to use 7. Well,
Start with strategic planning.
Yeah, negate is in the top 3. That one's got some play to it. Hieroglyphic Illumination. Will DeCandio fight over this? No, he will not.
You frequently don't want to fight over card draw spells. Just draw 2. It's powerful, but if Choi just follows that up with a Planeswalker, you're in all kinds of trouble.
Another Nimble Obstructionist from Brennan. Remember, that's a flash 3/1, and with Choi at 6, that's a very real card.
He has negate backup as well.
Yeah, can he somehow sneak 2 hits with this in? That Abrade in Brennan's hand, that one only for creatures.
That card would be absurd if it could hit players. It's already very good.
Yeah. So players trade land drops. We'll see when Brennan, we see Glimmer of Genius end step here from Choi. Brennan's not going to fight over that one either.
Glimmer a bit better than Illumination.
Right. Both bottom though for Choi's Scry. Draws at least 1 land after scrying 2 to the bottom, maybe 2. Nimble Obstructionist end step from DeCandio. Magma Spray back from Choi. Will Brennan fight to save it? No. Draws Ishkana. That's a good one.
Yeah, Brennan knows that he has reasonable top decks. Doesn't got to get too aggressive with that negate just yet.
Here's the Graphoto. Checking for Aether Hubs. Brennan actually doesn't have one. Torrential Gear Hulk from Choi. On Disallow. Will this get the negate from Brennan?
The counterspell on the Ishkana is worth a lot more than the Magma Spray on the Obstructionist.
Yeah.
Given that Brennan doesn't have black mana, it's not clear that the Ishkana wins on its own against the 5/6.
Well, he does. Remember that Abrade is still in his hand. You see, he does negate the Disallow.
I suppose if the negate dissolves, the Abrade should resolve, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, he'd hope so.
Yeah.
Here's 3 spiders. Can Choi answer? Well, right now, I guess Choi, things look okay. You know, the Abrade hasn't happened yet. And Brennan mentioning the Disallow. Though it was countered, the Disallow is still exiled.
There was a reasonable argument for Brennan to go for that Abrade
right then
on his own turn there. I guess the second Torrential Gear Hulk does complicate things.
Yeah, here's another Gear Hulk. And Harnessed Lightning is the play from Choi on the Ishkana.
Now the Abrade doesn't quite pull through.
Ooh, a swing with a Gear Hulk, so Brennan can get 3 more damage, and he'll take it and Abrade the untapped Gear Hulk on end step. This is nice.
That worked out reasonably. Yeah, Brennan's life total is still quite high.
Yeah, he's at 15. Can put Choi to 3. He's going to Eternalize. Okay, yeah. It looks like from earlier, we had a Champion of Wits in the yard for Brennan. So he'll Eternalize the Champion as a 4/4. Draws 2. Oh, no, you draw 4.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, this card's great.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. It's not, no. It's,
And this is the matchup where this card really shines. It's a really nice cog in the early game when you're casting Elder Defiance.
Draw 4, discard 2.
In the late game against these blue-red control decks, it just does so much.
And then we discarded a World Breaker as one of his 2. That's disgusting.
And he is leaving up Nimble Obstructionist as well.
Yeah, and his World Breaker activation. He has them both up.
Yep. Pretty good spot for DeCandio.
Thing in the Ice from Choi. That's not going to do it. Nimble Obstructionist on end step from DeCandio. Choi just says, yeah, resolves. Rogue Refiner. There's just too much value.
Glory Bringer in hand as well, looks like.
Yeah, that's good too. Here's the Dragon. And sure, that's going to do it. Brennan DeCandio's Teamer Delirium deck picks up the win here, 2-0. In a really strong post-board configuration.